And again, I'd like to welcome you all to our advanced tech training for today, and we'll be covering apps for Memorial Day and us just learning more about the holiday in general. And thanks so much for coming on, and I hope you learned something new. I'm going to read our disclaimer before we get started. The WildTech DC Senior iPad program, its owners and presenters offer technical assistance, virtual health, well-being information designed for educational purposes only. You should not rely on the information in the applications or topics made by WildTech, including but not limited to mobile device applications and any social media pages maintained by WildTech, its owners or presenters as a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, treatment, or legal advice. If you cannot see me, hear me, see the screen, please let me know in the chat and I would appreciate that. I always recommend that you have a pen and paper or your notes or however you record things to be able to review later on and write down something that you may have learned today. And last but certainly not least, please make sure your TVs and cell phones are silenced to the best of your ability to give others, and most importantly, yourselves, the most immersive experience. And again, thank you so much. To keep our meetings organized and avoid talking over each other, I just ask that you use the raise hand feature. You can find it in the toolbar at the top right. You can tap more and then raise hand. Either during and or at the end of each session, you'll have the opportunity to ask questions, comments, reactions. You can also respond to some of the questions I may ask during the session by notifying that yes by raising your hand. So I want everyone in Zoom to please raise their hand, just so you know you're here, you're ready to learn, you're present, you're wishing everyone a wonderful 3-day weekend, safe weekend. Weather's going to be good, so I'm really looking forward to spending it with loved ones and catching up on things. We all got to at the end of the week and just kind of reflect on our week and go from there. So thank you. So far we have 8 hands. Thank you so much. Let's see if we can get to 10. Again, if you ever have a question, a comment, or a concern, or response to one of the questions I may ask, please raise your hand in Zoom. And again, I can see the order and I'll do the best of my ability to make sure everyone is heard and acknowledged. So thank you. Wow, we reached 10 with Ms. Thompson. Thank you. Now we have 12. I really appreciate that. And thank you so much for participating. You all can lower your hands by hitting lower at the bottom, and it says your hand is raised. So let's all lower our hand. Okay. Thank you so much. We only have one more hand up. Really appreciate that. So again, don't forget to hit lower to then lower your hand. Okay. And this is just completely optional. Raise your hand if you know, or if you are a veteran. Just if you again know a veteran, if you are a veteran, again, please raise your hand in Zoom. I understand, not all of us are going to be veterans on the call. So there are apps that you don't have to be one, and ones that you can, let your veteran friends know to utilize as well. So, wow, we have 8 hands so far. So thank you again. If you know a veteran, if you are a veteran, either or, and please raise your hand in Zoom. Love it. Wow, 10 folks already, 11. Wow, that's great. Thank you so much, everybody. That's really good. That's about half of you all around either are a veteran or know a veteran. So again, I hope, if you are one, you get to utilize some of these apps. And then if you know one, you can let them know about these apps, but also take advantage of the ones that you can yourself. So I really appreciate your responses, you all. I'm glad that I kind of created that presentation that way, because we have a mix, which is wonderful. You all can lower your hands again by hitting lower at the bottom. I really appreciate that. Wow, thank you so much. If you want to communicate with others non-verbally, the chat is a great way to share a greeting, ask a question, send a photo, send your congrats or encouragement, send your holiday greetings, anything of that nature. You could use the chat and be really creative. You do that by going to more on the top right-hand side. And then you hit chat. On your end, chat will be the first one, okay? At the bottom, it says tap here to chat. You tap on that box, and then you can type in whatever you would like. Just a simple hi or hello, or Hope you enjoy your long weekend or happy weekend. Hope you're having a great Friday. Happy National Asparagus Day. I mean, that's just funny, right? Anything you like to share. So I'm going to write hello. And then, unfortunately, there was no asparagus emojis. So I had to look up like vegetables and just find all the green ones, which is a lot of fun. So again, hello. Um, Happy Memorial Day to all. Yep, happy Friday. Thank you. So yeah, again, you can just do text, you can do emojis, you can do text and emojis. You can even send that with a photo. So if I hit the plus sign right here and then I hit photo, I can add any photo from my Photos app into the chat. So again, let me put in this photo, these beautiful flowers. I don't remember who put that in the chat the other day, but I love that. I love that picture. It's so cool. So again, you can even send a photo to the chat, even a file as well, just as we learned yesterday, or was shown yesterday, you can even put a file in there um, as well, right? Which I think is pretty cool. So thank you, Anne. Have a wonderful, safe, blessed weekend. I really appreciate that. Yep, happy Friday. It's already May 24th, you all. Like, can you believe it? It's Memorial Day next Monday. Next Saturday is June 1st. Like, oh my goodness. The year is just flying by, right? Thank you, Miss Maria. I love your emojis. You're like this. You went like this. Oh my God, I love it. Holiday, yep. Be safe. Happy Friday. Yeah, origins of Memorial Day is Charleston, South Carolina, with the newly freed enslaved more if needed. Wow. Thank you so much for sharing that information, Mr. Harold. We really appreciate that. And thank you, Miss Matthews. I always see you send something, well, just like the others as well, but I really appreciate, your participation. So please continue to utilize the chat just to, react to maybe a video or a fact or something, or to put your question in the chat. I'm able to look at the chat while we have our session. So it's a great tool to be able to share your thoughts during the session. Yeah, thank you, Ms. Foster. I really appreciate that. If you could also in the chat really quick, if you could put, again, what was your favorite sessions this week and why? I really enjoyed yesterday learning more about the senior nutrition program from Mary Center and their different food programs. I liked our conversation on food costs and our modules. We always have great questions that come up and allow us to learn more from each other, which I really enjoy. And, our updating our iPads are always important to get the latest features and updates. So that way we all can be on the same page. So I always enjoy each and every session that I am able to hold with you all. But if you could share your favorites this week and why, I'd really appreciate that. But again, we still have Lou's Travel Friday with at 12 and our module on Zoom at 1:30. So hope you all get to take advantage of those as well. Okay, and I'll be able to shout out those favorites throughout the session as well. But again, one of my favorites this week was Mary's Center. All right, so today we'll be covering Memorial Day, what is it, and some fun facts and videos. I will be navigating 4 apps today. There's a reason it's 4, which we'll see. Memorial Day Wishes card frame, the VA Health and Benefits app, Vets app, and Mindfulness Coach. Last but certainly not least, we'll have our discussion and talk about how these apps can help you celebrate Memorial Day this year. So without further ado, thank you all again so much for coming on to our session today. And I hope you enjoy this presentation. So first up, what is Memorial Day? So Memorial Day is a federal holiday in the United States observed on the last Monday of May. It honors and remembers military personnel who have died while serving in the United States Armed Forces. The holiday originated after the Civil War as Decoration Day, when people would decorate the graves of fallen soldiers with flowers. Over time, it expanded to commemorate American military personnel who died in all wars. So I never heard of Decoration Day before, so I thought this little tidbit of information was quite interesting. Next, I have just additional history of Memorial Day and the history of the flower, the poppy. So I'm gonna hope you all enjoy and learn something new.
In Flanders fields the poppies blow, between the crosses, row on row, that marks our place, and in the sky the larks, still bravely singing, fly, scarce heard amid the guns below. We are the dead. Short days ago we lived, felt dawn and sunset glow, loved and were loved, and now we lie in Flanders fields. Thus begins the poem by Dr. John McCrae, In Flanders Fields. Dr. McCrae was serving the British Expeditionary Forces in World War I, and from the field hospitals he could see territory that had just weeks or months before been subject to such horrific artillery shelling and fighting that the upturned soil destroyed all the vegetation. But from it soon sprang bright scarlet poppies, the shade of the blood that he was so familiar with, bringing healing and restoration to fallen soldiers. His words were immortalized. And the poppy, since World War I, has been the symbol of Memorial Day. Memorial Day goes back to 1868, after the Civil War, when generals of both sides, the Union and the Confederate, agreed to get together and solemnize and memorialize those who gave their lives that eventually forged the nation that we've so come to love. After World War I, primarily in the United Kingdom, poppies became the symbol. Soon, it came to our shores. In 1921, the first official observance of Memorial Day became a part of American society. It wasn't until 1968 President Johnson declared it a national holiday. Today, on this special day, we're so grateful you're joining us here at the Iowa Gold Star Military Museum virtual Memorial Day. As together we recall, we remember. That's what the poppy meant, and that's what this holiday means. It's a solemn occasion, more than barbecues and hot dogs, lemonade and ball games, but a time for us to soberly recount, recall, and re-feel the price that has been paid for the freedoms we enjoy. Everybody's heard freedom isn't free. No, it's not. Nor has it ever been paid for in full. But in each and every generation, civilians have laid aside their rights, put on the uniform, and fought in defense of the freedoms that we have. I want you to remember that when you see the grave of one fallen in combat, they're lying there for one reason and one reason only. It was that they valued our future freedom above their present comfort. Now that is something worth celebrating.
So that is just, again, one account of, again, the history of Memorial Day and the poppy. And I see your chats in Zoom, Mr. Harold, and I certainly believe there is also that occurred, and with history and things of that nature. I appreciate you putting that information in the chat, because I definitely understand what you're saying, and thank you so much for doing that. I appreciate that. Next up is some fun facts on Memorial Day. So again, why is Memorial Day celebrated? So again, I hope you learned something new. And again, thanks for watching.
5 facts about Memorial Day. Despite Memorial Day's reputation as a holiday associated with barbecues and picnics, the holiday's roots go much further back than you might have realized. Listed below are a few facts about Memorial Day that show its evolution over the 150 years it's been around. Memorial Day is credited with being born in many cities. Waterloo, New York, was proclaimed the birthplace of Memorial Day, according to the Library of Congress, because a commemoration was held there in 1866. However, other towns commemorated the festival earlier, and the exact location of the first commemoration is unknown. The original name for the day was Decoration Day. Flowers, flags, and other decorations were placed on the graves of dead troops on Decoration Day to commemorate the festival. Over time, Memorial Day came to be known as such. Logan founded the holiday in honor of the Union General. The celebration was formalized by General Logan, who had been unofficially decorating the graves of Civil War soldiers. During the late revolt, he said, the 30th of May, 1868, is designated for the purpose of planting flowers, or otherwise decorating the graves of former comrades who sacrificed their lives in defense of their nation. Their bodies lie today in nearly every village, town, and hamlet cemetery in the nation. It wasn't until relatively recently that Memorial Day was celebrated on the last Monday in May. In his official introduction of the holiday, General Logan called for it to be observed on May 30th. It was moved to the final Monday in May after the Uniform Monday Holiday Act took effect in 1971. Logan's choice of May 30th may have been a good one. Because it wasn't an actual anniversary of a battle in particular, it was chosen. At least, that's how legend goes. Presidents and vice presidents are customarily asked to give speeches on this day. If you like this video, then make sure you subscribe to the channel.
So again, I hope you all enjoyed and learned a new fun fact about Memorial Day. If you learned something new from the previous video or this video, please raise your hand in Zoom. And if you learned a new fact that you didn't know before from the previous video or this video, please raise your hand in Zoom. Wow, so 5, that was so fast. Thank you. 6, 7, wow, thank you. Again, same here again. There's always more to the story, right? So, no matter how many videos we watch and such, human history is so expansive. So, we just learn what we can. And, then we make, everything together. So thank you so much for raising your hands. I really appreciate that. You can lower your hands by hitting lower at the bottom. And again, thanks so much for watching those videos with me. Next up, we're gonna go over some local Memorial Day events for you all using this link, and I'm gonna copy it and paste it into the chat as well. So Memorial Day weekend in DC. You notice how I just hit the share button and then I hit copy. So that way, once I'm through this section, I can copy it and put it in the chat. But again, I just literally searched on Google Memorial Day events in DC 2024. So here are some suggestions on some things to do. Visiting DC for Memorial Day. This post is about things that are happening in Memorial Day in 2024. Yeah, so look, Memorial Day weekend in DC with Music Celebrations International. That's quite amazing. And here are some things that you are able to do. Memorial Day Parade. The parade is on Memorial Day from 2 to 5 along Constitution Avenue. Come see the nation's largest Memorial Day parade right here in the nation's capital. Okay. You can see, of course, some more information. And look, it says the parade live stream may be viewed on YouTube. Isn't that neat? But if I even tap on that link, it takes me to a website. Oh yeah, that was the last, this was last year's parade. You can even watch last year's parade. I think that's pretty neat as well. So you could do that. 1 second, you all, thank you. Appreciate that. So while I get this up, raise your hand if you've ever been to the Memorial Day parade along Constitution Avenue. I think it's been quite a minute for myself. But again, if you've went to the parade before, please raise your hand. Thank you so much, everyone. Let me go back here. So 2 hands so far. Thanks. Again, it's been quite a minute since I've been, so that's great. They even give suggestions like steps in the National Archives. It's about 3 hours long, and even they have the trailer for it as well. There are Memorial Day tours. The National Mall walking tour is the perfect way to experience the World War II Memorial, Vietnam Memorial, Korean Memorial, and more. Even tours of Arlington National Cemetery as well. There's a Memorial Day concert, PBS. It's on Sunday. The concert, yep, it begins at about 8 p.m. and ends around 9:30. I remember going to it in, I think, I think it was like 2016 or 2015. I think I went to that concert before, so I think that was really cool. The American History Museum, Smithsonian, on the National Mall, a great museum. The Air Force Memorial is just outside of Arlington National Cemetery. Navy Memorial on Pennsylvania Avenue. On Monday at 1 o'clock, there is a wreath laying ceremony that features the Navy band and ceremonial guard, and it's completely free to the public. Yep, this area downtown as well. And then they all have these different lists of different things that you can do. Iwo Jima at night. The Marine Corps Memorial is an impressive sight during the day, but it's especially lit up at night. 66 32-foot figures raising a 20-foot bronze flagpole in honor of every Marine who has served since the founding of the Marines in 1775. Wow. There's a game, some baseball games on today, tomorrow, and Sunday. So Nationals Park. See Rolling to Remember, the new name of Rolling Thunder. Rolling to Remember Rolling Thunder, the nation's most iconic display of support for veterans, has a new name, but the same mission. Rolling to Remember raises awareness for those still missing and calls for actions to find real solutions to the over 22 veterans who die from suicide each day. On this Friday, Blessing of the Bikes from 5 and the vigil at 9 at the Vietnam Veterans Memorial. I just want to see this video. I'm just gonna kind of go through it, but that's...
It's a big old hammer canvas street. There's a badass down.
Wow, that's just amazing. That's pretty motorbikes right there. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So besides that, again, these are just some suggested holiday things that you can do this year. So I hope you enjoyed those events and get to take advantage of them if you would like to, okay? I wanted to shout out an organization called Vets Group. They are an IT academy. They also help with many other things as well. Before I do, I just remembered I got to make sure I go to the chat and input that link for that website, okay? And I'll do the same for this. So Vets Group Information Technology Academy. Again, I'll put the website for those that are or would be interested. They have their information right here. Our mission, the Veterans Enterprise Training and Services Group. Vets Group provides a holistic network of training and support for veterans, their families, non-veterans, and members of the community to achieve economic empowerment through education, entrepreneurship, and employment. The Vets Group is committed to offering programs that will lead to employment in high-demand occupations in the IT industry and small business ownership. So again, going through their website, you can see some of the different options, things that they're offering as well. There are different programs, events, things of that nature. So again, I'm going to hit the share button and copy this link if you want to learn more about their organization. So again, I'm going to go into Zoom, tap where it says tap here to chat, and paste the website. Okay. And last, before we get into our apps, but certainly not least, of course, with any holiday, there are going to be some sales. So I took a few minutes to research some Apple products that you might want to take advantage of because of the, I think, in my opinion, great sale amongst these three items. So first, if you like a pair of wireless headphones, I utilize some AirPods, love it. It's wireless, so it's very easy. I can be anywhere in whatever space I am in. As long as I'm my AirPods in, I can listen or hear, things of that nature. So I found the best deal would be on either Amazon. So if we don't, hopefully with our Mother's Day presentation, we all downloaded the Amazon app. But on Amazon, these AirPods are 31% off. They used to be 129, but now they are $89, right? So if you want to purchase it from Amazon, and especially if you have Prime, then I recommend utilizing the sale. Also, you could purchase it at the same price. Yep, 89. So I know I wrote 80 in the slide, so I apologize for that. But yep, $89. So again, AirPods with charging case, second generation. So it's again still a great deal. So again, the Walmart app, if you have that app, you can go there and add it to your cart and purchase it as well. Okay, so yep, $89. Sorry about that. The next is AirTags. We talked about those in module 1 when we talk about Find My. So on Amazon, they are $79, so 20% off. And you're basically getting each AirTag for $20 a pop, basically. If you bought them individually, they would be 30, 30, 30, 30, or 120. So again, you can use AirTags if you want to. Again, I'll read the description. Keep track and find your items alongside friends and devices in the Find My app. So again, I have a AirTag for my keys. So if I ever needed to locate my keys or play a sound on my keys to locate them, I can certainly do that. So this 4-pack, I would maybe give one to a friend. I would put one in my bag. I have one of my keys, maybe I put one in my wallet if I can, or anything else important. So that way you're able to track those different items from your iPad, which I think is very, very convenient. Okay. And last but certainly not least, if you, if you're very artistically inclined, we've talked about the Freeform app in the past. We'll cover that soon enough again. If you would like to really utilize a stylus from Apple to do many different things, then again, this is the time that I recommend that you see if you can try one out. So again, on Walmart, they are $79. You save $51 on an Apple Pencil. And there are many different things that you can do with it and see the information. Yeah, with pixel perfect precision and tilt and pressure sensitivity, the second generation Apple Pencil transforms into your favorite creative instrument, your paintbrush, your charcoal, or your pencil. You can take notes, you can paint, you can sketch, you can doodle. And it also features an intuitive touch surface that supports double tapping. So now you can change tools without setting it down. And I would love to take advantage of it, to really, if I wanted to create some art on my iPad and really be precise in utilizing it. So I really think this is a great deal to take advantage of. You can also purchase the Apple Pencil directly from Apple. There is an app on your iPad, it's literally the Apple's store, and you can actually purchase it on that app through Apple's app as well. So again, $79, Apple Pencil, USB-C. So you can purchase it from either one. So again, you can get some AirPods from Amazon or Walmart for $89. Or you can get a 4-pack of AirTags for $79. Again, that's 20% off. Or you could potentially purchase a Apple Pencil from either Walmart or Apple for 39% off for about $79 plus everything plus tax. So I hope, raise your hand if you would be, interested in one of these deals potentially. Maybe you always wanted some AirPods, or maybe you want to keep track of some things, some items like bags, or again keys or items, or maybe if you wanted to really create some beautiful art, or take notes with your Apple Pencil. again, from Apple. Again, please raise your hand if you're Zoom. If you would be so inclined to just check out the deal and see if you potentially would like to purchase it for yourself. But what I will say is, I love my AirPods, I love my AirTags, and I would love to own a Apple Pencil as well. If I were so inclined. So, you get what you pay for, and it's good. Like they're each product that Apple has its purpose, and I have not found any really issues with my AirPods, with my AirTags, with really any Apple products in general. So they're very trustworthy and easy to utilize. So thank you. We got 5 hands for that, so I really appreciate that. You all can lower your hands by hitting lower at the bottom. But yes, if you go on either Amazon or Walmart, or just basically Google Memorial Day sales for anything, not just Apple products, I'm sure that you can find many different sales that are going on amongst the different retailers and brands. Moving on to our app navigation, again, we'll be covering 4 apps today. You'll see why. Memorial Day Wishes Card Frame, VA Health and Benefits, the Vets app, and Mindfulness Coach. So again, I hope you all get to take advantage of at least one of these apps today and in your future. And thanks so much again for learning more about Memorial Day together. So first up is Memorial Day Wishes Card Frame. This app allows you to create stunning Memorial Day holiday cards using photo frames, quotes, cards, gifts, or stickers. So again, the icon of the app is on the screen, so you can go to the App Store and search for this app. But I am going to go ahead and put the link in the chat as well, if you so choose to access it that way. But yes, Memorial Day Wishes Card Frame. I'm going to go to the App Store on my device. Again, it's this blue icon with the white A in it. The App Store allows you to download different apps. The 2 million plus apps that are on this App Store you can utilize. But I'm going to hit the search at the bottom right, and then I can hit it again to have the keyboard automatically come up. I'm going to write Memorial Day Wishes Card Frame. You can either type it out and then hit search, or you can just tap on the name of the app. Of course, there are other ones as well, but I just like the way this one opened and was utilized. So again, Memorial Day Wishes Card Frame. Anytime you go into an app, you can see a preview of the app and see some information about it, etc. Right? So I'm going to go ahead. Well, you would on your end hit Get as well, and then download the app by inputting your Apple ID password or using your Touch ID. And again, by the way, all of these apps, the link is in our daily emails. You see each name for our apps you can tap on and it'll take you straight here. So you can potentially even download and check out these apps before we have our session, so you can come with some questions about these apps as well. So either way, I'm going to go ahead and hit the share button. You can share it with friends by mail, by iMessage, by any means that you see. Then I'm going to copy the link and put it into Zoom. Okay, so that way you all can utilize the app. Again, if you tap on that link in the chat, it'll take you straight to the App Store where you can get and download the app. So I'm going to hit open, and very simple app. Again, make sure you follow the prompts on the screen to get to just where you see gifts, cards, photo album, quotes, frame, and others, right? This last one at the bottom, that's just another app that they offer, but it's going to be these main 5 ones that you see here. So gifts. So look at all these different gifts that you can share to others, GIFs, gifts. They're just moving images, as you can see, but they're a lot of fun. Let me see which one do I like. I mean, I like all of them, but look at all these different options. That's really amazing, right? Let's see. I like this one with the flames, or well, I guess so. Those are flames, but that one's pretty cool. So they have all these different ones that you can utilize. If I tap on it, I can save it by hitting this bookmark icon. And again, this is a great example, again, of an advertisement. Again, this is a free app, so you may see some ads. So you got to look for the close, or you got to look for the X, something of that nature, to get out of the ad. But again, I can save it by hitting the save button at the bottom left. I can save it to my Photos app, or if I hit this bottom right icon, that is the share button. It looks like it, so I'm gonna tap on it and then see if it comes up. And hey, sometimes things don't work out, but at least I was able to save it to my Photos app on my iPad. If I go here, let me go to my recents, and there you go. So at least I could save it, and then I can just simply share it from my Photos app by hitting the share button. So either way, you can save it and utilize it. So that's just the gifts. If you go to cards, look at all these different cards you can send or save to your device. I think that's really neat. Wow, look at these cards. I mean, they're all different kinds. So whatever tickles your fancy, you can utilize. Wow, I like a lot of these. I like this one. So again, I'm gonna save it by hitting, yep, the save button here at the bottom left. And then unfortunately, it works on the phone, I'm pretty sure, when I checked it out, but I am not able to share it directly from the app, but at least you can save it to your Photos app and share it that way. So again, I just hit skip video, then I hit the X. So these are some cards. You can look at quotes. So any kind of quotes from Memorial Day, you can also tap and share as well. You can save, you can even favorite it by hitting it at the top right. You can copy the text. So I just copied this text by hitting the bottom left icon, and then I can paste it somewhere. So let me go back to Zoom, and then let me tap here, hit paste. And that is just one quote that you can copy and share with others. And then I'm gonna go into frame. So you can put a photo into a photo frame if you would like. So this bottom left icon, I can choose any frame that is available. I like this one. That one's pretty cool. The second button at the bottom, I can choose a photo from my Photos app. So I hit gallery. So these are my photos. So I'm just gonna put the flowers, just to show how it works. But hey, that's pretty neat, right? So I just created a card, and then the third button, I just saved that image. So the frame, the card, all to my Photos app as well. Again, if I try the save, there's share icon at the bottom right. Oh well, at least we were able to save it to our Photos app. And then right here in the middle, this is a photo album. So let me see what this one does. So Memorial Day, remember and honor. Oh, these are just some different photos, additional photos, pictures that you can utilize as well. So this app has quite a bit. Gifts, cards, photo album, quotes, and frames. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to Zoom, and I'm going to add, hit photo. I'm gonna add these 4 gifts and photos and cards, whatever, to the chat. And hey, that's, just something fun to do. So if you like the Memorial Day Wishes card frame app, please raise your hand in Zoom. Maybe you'll utilize it this weekend or today to send your well wishes and holiday greetings. Besides the ads, it's a pretty easy app to navigate. Just look at the buttons and you're able to save those photos and cards and gifts and things of that nature to your Photos app. So thank you. That's 7 hands. I really appreciate that, you all. Thank you so much. Our next app is the VA Health and Benefits app. So with the official app, you can manage your VA healthcare, benefits, and payments from your mobile phone or tablet. So again, you're gonna go to the App Store on your device and then hit search, and you're able to search for the VA Health and Benefits app. It's right here at the top right. This is an app from the US Department of Veterans Affairs, used by many. There's over 136 ratings of this app, so it's very, very popular. It's actually number 5 in the medical charts. So again, you can see more information, and we're actually gonna cover this through this through the App Store, because I'm going to put it in the chat though. Again, I would utilize it if you are a veteran. If you are a veteran, I would utilize this app if you haven't been already. And then I would share it with others, because if I open this app, again, by getting it, by downloading it, I am not a veteran, so I cannot sign into this app. But what I will say is this app, even if you don't sign in, you see at the top, you can learn about the Veterans Crisis Line. And this is also just a line in general. If you're in crisis or concerned about a veteran, you can call 988 and select 1. You can text for assistance. You can start a chat as well. And there are some other resources as well. So if you know a veteran, or if you are a veteran in crisis, please call the number or text the number or start the chat. And then you can find a VA location, so a Veterans Affairs location. Here you go, location finder. You can put in your zip code, and then you're able to choose what kind of facility that you or someone else you're looking for, if you want to do that for someone through this app, even if you're not signed in. So I'm just putting in a random zip code. So let's go with 20003. And then here, facility type, I can choose, do I want to go to a VA health center, urgent care, community providers, community pharmacies, VA benefits, cemeteries, vet centers. So let's go with vet centers. And then let me hit search. And look, so there's a Washington, D.C. vet center on Upshur Streets in, looks like Uptown. In Clinton, Maryland, there's a Prince George's County Vet Center. But yeah, your best bet if you're in D.C., which we all are, is this one in Upshur Street. Let's say you wanted to look for VA benefits. So there is a National Capital Region VA Regional Benefit Office on 17th and I. Vet Success on campus at the George Washington University. Let me do one more. Let's go with VA Health. And let me hit search here at the right. Franklin Street, VA Clinic, Washington VA Medical Center, 50 Irving Street, Northwest, Southeast Washington VA Clinic, 820 Chesapeake Street. So they have numbers and information here. And again, I cannot sign in because again, I am not a veteran. So I'm gonna go back to the App Store and look, this is a preview. So use this app to securely sign in with biometrics, manage your VA prescriptions, review and cancel appointments, send and receive secure messages, download letters, check claims and appeal statuses, get your VA vaccine records, and review your payments history. Look, you can complete healthcare and benefits transactions, access My Health eVet, healthcare tools, review and cancel your VA medical appointments, and other things as well. Check claim status, review payments history, manage your prescriptions. If I go in here, there again, some more information. Proof of veteran status, you can showcase the app and be like, here, I am a veteran, right? That's pretty neat that you could do that. I'm sure there is a card as well, but that folks have, but sometimes you may not have your card with you. So that's good. Facility locator, payments tool, benefits tool, healthcare tools. So it's very good. So even this review, as someone who frequently uses the VA website for disability claims and healthcare, this is a huge time saver. So wow, that's good. Just seeing the different reviews and things of that nature. So that's the extent that I can show this app. That's why I have 4 apps today. But if you do take advantage of this app, again, I don't know if all of those hands were just no veterans, if you are a veteran, if you have taken advantage of this app, if you will take advantage of this app, or if you will share it with maybe a veteran friend, please raise your hand in Zoom. Again, the VA Health and Benefits app is a quick and easy way to check those things on your tablet. So again, if you know someone that could this be of use for, if you can use it for yourself, if you have used it in the past, please raise your hand in Zoom. Okay, so again, that is the VA Health and Benefits app. Thank you. Our next app is called Vets app, uniquely tailored for veterans, the essential app for US military veterans, calculators, discounts for events, news, and more. Get exclusive military veteran discounts, calculate your disability pay, manage your health and benefits, join free events and job fairs, and more. So hey, that's quite a bit, right? So we're gonna go to the App Store as before, hit the search, hit it again, hit it one more time. And it's just easy to hit the same button until you get to the keyboard and such of that nature. Hit Vets app, type that in, and it's right here at the top right, uniquely tailored for veterans. I'm gonna hit the share button, hit copy, and then again, you can paste this in an email or I'm gonna put it in the chat for you all as well, Vets app. And you're gonna get it and download it. And when you open it, again, make sure you follow through with the prompts on the screen. And look at that, there is a lot of things that you can do. So this is the home page, your news, any events, any featured deals, right? Discounts. So you can categorize it by any of these categories here. So $50 bonus at Navy Federal, 1-800-Flowers, 30% off, 24-hour fitness, $5 discount, 9/11 museum free admission. You get 43% off your AARP membership. Hopefully these are all up to date, but it may not all be, but I think most of them are. Looking through, but again, look at these different things. So even like education and finance. AWS Educate offers 50% off AWS training. AT&T plans, less than, discounted. Let's go for sporting goods. Let's see, what is that? AFTCO, oh, Allen Fly Fishing discount programs. Base Pro Shops. I love their hats, they're really cool. BJ's Wholesale offering $25 membership. Easy Up, instant shelter products. So yes, I mean, if you know a veteran, if you are a veteran, hey, well, even Nike offers a 10% military discount as well. Wow, isn't that neat? My VA. This is, of course, I cannot go in here. Again, I'm not a veteran, but again, you can quickly access it here from this section. Calculators. So like multiple disabilities calculator you can use, the monthly compensation calculator, etc. So if I hit calculate, for example, you can literally add in the condition, etc., and submit that and just get a general estimate of these disabilities and things of that nature. And then this is the members area. So if you want to sign up and take advantage of more of these, you can as well. But again, this is just a general app where you can see different military discounts for some of your favorite brands and things that you can utilize with being a veteran. So if you like this app, again, if you will utilize it or share with others, please raise your hand in Zoom. Again, it's always good to get, a discount on something, and you not have to pay full price. It's right there and to utilize. Just think of it just like any of the grocery apps that we covered. Hey, it's there on your device. You might as well use it, especially if you, do purchase from that brand or if you want to, things of the nature. It's easy to utilize straight from that Vets app. So thank you so much for raising your hands. I see we got a couple of hands. I appreciate that. And our last app for today, which we all can take advantage of, not just veterans, but anyone, is Mindfulness Coach. And I think it's a great app. This app was developed to help veterans, service members, and others learn how to practice mindfulness. The app provides a gradual self-guided training program designed to help you understand and adopt a simple mindfulness practice. And hey, I think that's great. You go to the App Store and you're going to, again, hit the search button, hit it again, and type in, again, the name or type of app that you want to download. So here, I just wrote in Mindful. It appears here, the fourth one. So I just tap on it, and it's right here at the top right. Mindfulness Coach. Again, this is an app from the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs. And I hope you all enjoy it. and utilize it. So again, I'm going to copy the link for you all so then you can tap on it in the chat to quickly access if you would like. And then I'm going to go ahead and hit open and open the app. So again, make sure you follow through with the different prompts. So yeah, software and user license agreements, whatever, I'm going to hit accept. So welcome to Mindfulness Coach. This app is designed to help you learn everything you need to know about how to start practicing mindfulness. Try the training plan to help you get started with a basic mindfulness practice and to make the most of everything this app has to offer. So I'm going to hit get started now. Again, this training will get started with, help you get started with your mindfulness practice. This little tree will grow as you complete each level. Learn about the basic principles of mindfulness and how to overcome common challenges. Track your progress, create mindfulness goals to work into your daily life. Take the Mindfulness Mastery Survey and get feedback about your progress. And practice. Try a series of mindfulness practices, exercises designed to help you learn about the different types of mindfulness. So look at that, very simple app to utilize. You see there is a menu button here at the top left. You can look at any reminders, how to use this app, get support, etc. So those are some different options. And here at the top right, these are the different badges that you can earn from doing your mindfulness training. So look, mindfulness training, you can practice now, you can track your progress and build expertise. So look, let's build expertise. And look at that, learn about mindfulness. What is mindfulness? How mindfulness practice is helpful, the spirit of mindfulness, how mindfulness works. Mindfulness versus autopilot, letting go of suffering, what mindfulness is not. Hey, that's, I think that's really great information. Mindfulness means paying attention on purpose to the present moment without judgment. In mindfulness practice, you bring focused awareness to a present moment sensation, thought, or feeling without clinging to it, resisting it, or trying to change it. It involves holding the focus of your attention lightly with gentle acceptance, like a butterfly resting in the palm of your hand until it moves away on its own. You attend to the ongoing flow of experience, gently observing it as it rises and falls. One of the goals of practicing mindfulness is to improve your overall well-being. Mindfulness practice has a number of benefits, but for starters, we know that it reduces stress and helps people to feel more grounded. And that's very important. Feeling grounded just, again, reduces stress, makes you feel calmer, and again, more mindful of your surroundings. So again, that's just building your expertise. Reading more, I think it's very interesting. And that's just one part, getting started with mindfulness practice, mindfulness in everyday life, mindfulness for difficult emotions. I think that's really neat. Frequently asked questions. I mean, this is all free, no ads, great. Mindfulness of emotion. I mean, if you really want to get into it, and hey, it's really, really good. I think the information that is here, but that is just the expertise section, right? So here's mindfulness training. So again, you complete each activity to read. So you see once you, that was just the general information. So look, this is actually the training. So you read through like the benefits, decreased impact of stress, improves capacity to relax, improves blood pressure, improves sleep, brain and immune functioning, etc. So again, just reading through. And then look, seated practice. Ooh, let's see what this does for you all. So let's start the exercise. So it's a 2.5-minute exercise. And I guess after you read through each and every section, then the way you rate your mindfulness, and then you have a seated practice. So let's see what this has to offer.
Please take a comfortable seat with your eyes closed, or gently cast your eyes downward and focus softly on a point a few feet in front of you. Rest your hands on your thighs with your palms facing up or down. Feel free to modify the position to fit the current needs of your body and mind. Now gently become aware of your body, bringing non-judgmental awareness to sensations both within and outside of your body. Simply noticing that you are experiencing, without focusing intensely on any particular experience. You are now invited to bring your attention to your breath, noticing your breathing at the belly or chest, simply paying attention to the rise and fall as you breathe in and out. Keep returning to sensing your breathing in your chest or belly with each rise and fall of your breath. If you notice yourself becoming distracted, simply return your focus to the rise and fall of your belly or chest, noticing each breath as it passes in and out of your body.
Yeah, so that is the Mindfulness Coach app. Again, going here, being able to just practice like these seated exercises and just learn more about mindfulness, being in the present. I love that video. Just focus, if you don't want to focus on anything else, focus on your breathing, because we all need to breathe, right? And that's what's happening in our present, what's happening right now. So I think that's a great way to think about things. Just focus on that first, and then you can then think about maybe some other things as well if you're in that type of situation. So I really like that exercise and just being mindful and just bringing more awareness to it. So if you liked that exercise, that mindfulness exercise, if you like this app, if you like what it has to offer, please raise your hand in Zoom. Again, I put all the links to the apps in the chat. Again, you don't have to be a veteran to utilize this app. I mean, anyone can. I love the exercise, I love the information, and I definitely, after that video, I feel I feel relaxed and I feel calm and I feel good, and I'm in just a little bit more in the present in a way. So that helped me out, and I hope it also helped you all out as well. So again, if you like the Mindfulness Coach app, please raise your hand in Zoom, and I appreciate you all listening and watching these different apps. And I hope you all are able to take advantage of some of these and share it with your friends as well. So thank you. We got 8 hands up for that. I really appreciate that. You all can lower your hands as well. 9 hands. Wow. Thank you so much. I love all the responses. I knew that would be one of our favorites today because it was one of mine as well. So thank you all for participating and for following along with these different apps. So we're going to end our dance session with our discussion as usual and talk about how these apps can help celebrate Memorial Day this year. But if I go back, just to again review what we covered today. So again, we learned more about Memorial Day, some history, and some fun facts. We also covered some local DC Memorial Day events that you can attend or watch from your iPad. We talked about Bet's Group and what they can offer and their programs and things of that nature. And we also went over some Memorial Day sales specifically for Apple products. We covered 4 apps today, a greetings and wishes and card frame app, the VA app where you can look up any health and benefits regarding your VA healthcare, the Vets app, which is a military discount app. So you can get discounts from your favorite brands and retailers. And we ended our session with Mindfulness Coach, an app to help veterans, but also others, how to practice mindfulness with a self-guided training program. So thank you all so much for coming on. I'd love to hear from as many of you today. Just to maybe share your thoughts on today's session, but I'd also love if you could answer one or more of these questions that you see on the screen. But again, thank you so much, and I hope you all enjoy your Memorial Day this year. What is one new fact that you learned today? What app or apps are you interested in trying out and why? What is your favorite Memorial Day memory? Just thinking back. And how will you celebrate Memorial Day this year? So again, any thoughts on today's session or any answers to these questions, please raise your hand in Zoom, and we'd love to hear from as many of you as we have time for. Just to share your thoughts and definitely learn something new. So first up is Anne. Again, thanks for coming on. How are you doing today?
Why do I always seem to be first, huh? I learned that I didn't realize that they didn't make it a legal holiday till 1968. That amazed me. I thought it was a holiday all along because I remember being little and going to a Memorial Day parade in the district. But I did, well, it wasn't, it was called something else. I'm trying to remember what it was. Remembrance Day or something like that. But I was surprised to learn that. And the other thing, interesting fact I found out was that there are so many traditions that people have. So that, and my favorite Memorial Day memory is the last one I spent with my godfather and his wife.
I know that's right, Anne.
Yeah, that's the one I remember the most. Because my godfather was a friend of my father's, and he made a promise to him that he would look after me and my mother. And when he married Aunt Lucy, she's made 101 in January, and she's been another mother. And she took on, a lot of people would be jealous if you got another young woman and a child, and you always thinking, people always gossiping and saying bad stuff.
It's okay, Anne.
Yeah, but he was a good man, and that was my favorite one, was spending the last one with him. And this year, I'm gonna cook. We're going to cook, and I'm going to probably be here because it's supposed to rain, and the people that usually go to the park are not going this year.
Oh, well, I hope you're able to take advantage of some of these apps too, but I know whatever you cook will be delicious, and just thanks for coming on, and I'm thank you for sharing those facts. I really appreciate that, Anne.
Yeah, I really was surprised that it was not till 1968. I really thought it was before that, but anyhow, I guess sometimes the government is a little slow, but they get there eventually, I guess.
Yes, well, thank you so much, Anne. I really appreciate it. You have a wonderful day. No problem, and I'll see you on Zoom in our other sessions today, okay?
All right.
All right, have a good morning. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Our next person is Greer. Hey, Greer, how are you?
Hey, Alex, how are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. Hope you enjoyed today.
Oh, I did, and indeed I did. I don't think I have as much to say as Anne did, but however, I think Anne, I was surprised that it was the 68 as well, but I think it was called Armistice Day, if I'm not mistaken, what they used to have before they called it Veterans Memorial Day. I think it was Armistice Day. Does anybody else have any ads on with that?
That's a good question, Greer.
Yeah,
I'm sure different people called it different things, I'm pretty sure. So I would definitely Google that.
And I forgot until you brought this up today. I forgot my daughter is a veteran, and she went
Mm-hmm.
into the Air Force, and she was when she came out, she was in the Air Force Reserve for 10 years, and then my grandson is a colonel in the Army, and he has his own what do you call it, Army post. He's the commanding officer of one of the Army posts. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm very proud of both of them for that. But like I had just forgotten, we just kind of take things and people for granted sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have not my grandson, but like I said, I had forgotten that my daughter had been in service, and I don't have any real great. I mean, we always had cookouts, for Memorial Days and holidays like that. And my father was a veteran also. And this
Oh
this year,
wow.
yeah, he was a veteran as well. And he came out of the World War II, I guess, and he went to tailoring school, and he wound up being a tailor, and that was the benefit that he got as a result of being in service. And he had his own tailor shop over on Capitol Hill, so he knew a lot of the congressmen and
Oh
representatives.
wow.
Yeah, yeah, and this weekend, I'm chilling this weekend because I have a busy week, and I'm gonna prepare for the mayor's event over on up at the UDC campus
Yes, yes.
on Wednesday. So we having a bus from my building going up there, and I was instrumental in getting a bus for that. So I'm gonna prepare for that and just chill the weekend because I need it, because I have one great grand that I receive every afternoon. So I'm gonna take a rest from that and just have a wholesome weekend. And I'm sure my family and I will get together before the weekend is out. But if I don't, I'm fine because I
Oh.
be kind of busy. But I wish everyone a very happy weekend, long extended Memorial Day holiday, and be safe, be blessed, and be healthy.
Well, thank you so much, Greer. You as well. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thanks so much.
Thank you. I plan to see you this afternoon.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah,
Oh,
thank you. Have a good day.
all right. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Looking at the chat, oh, Armistice Day is a different day. That's celebrated in November. But yes, I would do a Google search and see what's going on with maybe the differently named Memorial Days till now. But thank you so much for that. And our last hand up so far is from Maddie. Hi, Maddie. Hope you enjoyed the
Hey,
apps and the presentation today.
there was an emergency here and I had to leave for a
It's
few.
okay.
Yeah, yes. Now, I don't have a favorite Memorial Day, but I have a memorable Memorial Day. And I used to run a canteen at a local VFW.
Mm,
And
mm-hmm.
the weekend that they went, it was a Memorial Day weekend, and a lot of the veterans went down to the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, they came back to the canteen afterwards because they feel a brotherhood because everyone that's there has been in the same situation, and most of these were Vietnam vets. It was one of the saddest days that I ever had. Dealing with the, because the veterans had went down and saw names of people that they knew that they had lost in the Vietnam War. And it was very, very sad, very, very sad.
I can imagine. I mean, that's a very powerful, thing. And a very hard thing just to, see and just know that you knew that person. So I can definitely understand that.
Right, right. But however, once they returned to the canteen, things got a little lighter. Alcohol was involved.
Oh, oh well, it's if you're better than you were, that's good.
Yeah, it tended to get a little lighter, but like I said, it was one of the saddest days because I personally remembered that the Vietnam vets were never celebrated.
Mm.
When they came back, they called them baby baby killers and spit on them and stuff like that. And it was my personal, one of my personal things is to make them feel like they counted and they did something. But yeah,
I know they appreciated it. So,
absolutely.
Kudos to you, Miss Maddie. Thank you so much.
All right now.
And thank you to all that so far spoke and share their thoughts. Again, I hope you're all able to take advantage of these apps that we covered today, learn something new, share their information with a friend, with a family member. And Greer mentioned, she had family that were veterans or part of theirs, the force. So thank you so much. And to all the service, for all the members and of the Army and our vets. We appreciate all of the service that you guys provided. So if you know a vet, thank them for their service this weekend as well. So thank you all so much for attending. As you know, on Monday, it is Memorial Day, so there will be no classes while Tech will be closed. So please enjoy your 3-day weekend. We will return with our sessions at 1:30 on Tuesday. But again, at 12 o'clock, we have our lunch club with Lou. Again, hopefully you'll be able to come on. He is in Tanzania right now, and we'll be ending our day with Module 6 at 1:30. Thank you so much for attending. Have a wonderful Memorial Day weekend, everyone, and I'll see you all in about at 12 o'clock. And have a wonderful rest of your day. Thanks so much.
Bye. Everybody
Thank
have a
you.
blessed weekend.
Thank you.
Stay safe.
Have a good day. Thank
Okay.
you. Have a good day.
Have a good
Have a good
weekend.
day, everybody.
See you all at 12 o'clock.
Be
Have a good
blessed.
day.
See
Thank
you
you so
guys.
much.